and you will take it based off the success that you think it'll bring. So you can say, I feel like any and everybody at one point in time, not saying they used it or took it, has gotten written for.
It doesn't matter.
But my thing is, at the end of the day, it's delivery, right? You're paid to do a job. You're an entertainer. It's about your delivery. Can you perform it? Can you make people believe in it? That's what it is. That's what you are as an artist.
Why we don't get on the comedians like this?
Well, yeah, people write jokes too.
You know what I'm saying? Why we don't get on the comedians?
Because I know a lot of people write. I know that Kevin Hart said a lot of people write his.
So what's the bottom line?
Difference?
The bottom line is the end product when it comes to
and
entertainment.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Like
did
the
you
bottom line is you didn't make the choreography,
right?
But you got there, but you hit it better than the motherfucker that did. All right, you could execute it better than execute.
That's what I was saying. It's all about execution.
So take the shot. You know what I'm saying? You ain't draw the play, but you can execute the play.
It's a fact.
Take the shot.
Football players, basketball players, y'all not making the plays, right? The coach is making the plays. It's your job to execute.
I agree. Fuck it. But I look at it like this. Sometimes in music in general, like you need that aggression.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You need that aggression. Like, yo, I'm the hardest nigga out. Like, fuck this nigga that's making this pop, 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 poop, poop, poop shit. Right? You need that. Like, cause that draws like the guys that like me, like music like that. Like, oh shit, I like that. I like when you getting on them like
it's all good. It's all good. Like it's all good. Like it's all good. Like pop, don't pop.
Whatever it takes to get to the end.
But that's crazy because I think niggas will sell their soul though. That's what I'm saying.
People have been doing it for a long time though. For the right amount, people are gonna do whatever they gotta do, and that's what they say. Like for the right amount, niggas will always sell their soul. Not always, but most.
I know I wouldn't, man.
They'll do anything to get on top, to get to the next level.
What about you, man? You say you want to say your song?
He said he said I don't think so. Me?
What are the numbers? No.
It's a lot of things that, like, when it comes to things that people do, I still don't understand it. Like, I could never, money or how people treat each other, like, I'm always about morals. Like, you know what I'm saying? I told my dad the other day, I'm like, dang, Dad, why you raised me like this, man? Like, I could have a Bentley, I could have this, but I can't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Let me just take it away for 1 second. When we talking about this, right? Selling your soul. Because to answer the question, honestly, I did it a long time ago, I guess, right? Because if you do something that you kind of regret or you do something that you know you shouldn't have did, you was wrong.
Right.
So what's the difference with any other thing that was done that was wrong?
Exactly.
Like, what's the difference whether you sold 2% of your soul or 50% of your soul? Or whether you lied or whether you stole something out your mother's purse, whether you cheated on your boyfriend when or your girlfriend or whatever the fuck it was.
Exactly.
You sold your soul.
Wrong is wrong.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm not, would I do that shit that you talking about? Nah. You know what I'm saying? Like, but when you look at it on a big spectrum, like, you know what I'm saying? Who could call anything? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I know what I wouldn't do, you know what I'm saying? But who's to say that, coming from wherever a motherfucker's coming from, pardon me, that's not their culture.
Yeah.
Right.
Nah, it's not a part of the culture.
That's a valid point.
You know what I mean?
Nah, that's how it is though. Like like it's a lot of niggas that probably would sell their soul for that almighty dollar.
That's pop culture.
Yeah.
A lot.
And and pop culture is American culture.
Yes.
Exactly. There you go.
Because America ain't got no culture.
Mainstream. I always say that too.
Say what?
America has no culture. Like, not really culture.
Because everybody's American from different countries and different places.
America has no culture. Whatever's popular
It's a melting pot.
Is the culture.
So you're getting stuff from every other place getting put together to make it what it is.
I think that's how you're supposed to do it, though. It's supposed to be a melting pot.
I mean,
right or wrong.
but culture is like culture. Like, I understand what y'all saying. Like West Indians, they have culture. Asian people have culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, Africans have their culture. But America is kind of like just segregated in their own ways, and then they want to be together in another way.
And then you have cultural appropriation where the Americans want to take what we have and put their name on it.
Right.
Right? That's not their culture.
I guess Americans.
All right.
Well, not.
I'm just saying. Okay.
Not like I'm just
when
saying.
you think of America, what do you think of?
We actually know Americans do take different things from different cultures,
Right.
and I think that's what's good about being in America. Is like you able to have that experience.
Right.
Like I can go somewhere and get this type of this and get this dish. I can go somewhere and get this. I'm
It's a
fine with
melting
that.
pot.
It's all good.
Just like you can come and say, "Oh, I'm gonna go get some fried chicken from this nigga house." You know what I'm saying? Like, get some deep fried
Got the
catfish
fried
out this motherfucker.
chicken.
You know what I'm saying? Like but it's just different.
Right.
It's just a different thing, right? It, like even in music though, going back to music, like it's just music is a melting pot, right? Like you have different artists
From different states, different walks of life, different whatever.
And only the hottest nigga will pop. Why is that? Why not the fucking the nigga that's like you look at it
because at the end of the day, stuff has to be able to be mainstream.
Wait,
to a certain point.
But do y'all feel like music like?
What you are you just saying that everybody should be able to shine? Is that what you're saying?
Like everybody should be able
but
to
it's
shine.
never going to be like that. It's always going to be
the
the best of the best, or what
worst,
people consider to be the best. Why? Because it comes down to numbers. What can make the numbers? What is going to be able to be mainstream that everybody can listen to, or you know what I mean?
When you're dealing with business. When you're dealing with business.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
That's the way it has to be when you're dealing with business.
It's always going to boil down to numbers.
Numbers is the most important thing, right?
I mean, we have local artists everywhere, right?
They're not there.
We don't know that. We don't all see them though.
I feel like when it comes to music and everybody should shine, a lot of people don't understand how hard it is to have a hit. Like regardless of 6ix9ine, and people may be like, "Oh, he ain't this." It's so hard to actually become on, like to be on mainstream. Like,
but you know what's funny is that, and this goes back on like a couple weeks ago. I was on the train and there was this girl. She had a whole bag and she was singing, and after she finished, I was like, "All right." I said, "Miss," I said, "Do you really love to do this?" Like. Because if you really love it and you have a passion for it, you'll go to classes because her voice was horrible. And I told her, I said, listen, I said, your voice is horrible.
Going somewhere completely different. Okay,
I said, your voice is horrible and you need that. And I think a lot of artists are afraid of like
hone in on your craft.
Constructive criticism.
Yeah.
I think you're afraid of that. And as an artist in artist development, like you have to give constructive criticism all the time. How hard is that? Like, because sometimes people are like, oh, nah, chill. Like, this is my work. Like I'm fine with it doing it this way, but you on the outside looking in. Like how do they gravitate to your perspective?
Anybody that's it doesn't matter who it is. Like, you know, when there's it may be received the wrong way, it may not, you know, but for the most part I don't run into a lot of issues where people take you know, what I tell them the wrong way. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's my approach. I don't know, you know, but I don't run into situations like that. And, you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be a clash if it's constructive.
Yeah.
You know, if your criticism is constructive, like, you know, if a person, like, it just shows a certain level of not being ready yet or not getting it if you are getting offended at constructive criticism. You know, you just didn't reach, this is an artist who hasn't reached that point yet. You know?
Get the Ciroc because I want some Ciroc.
woohoo!
Bring in the drink.
Ciroc. You got the Ciroc.
So it was an accident on the FDR. Just quick note, accident on the FDR. So you're gonna be late. So we're gonna drink the Ciroc.
With our delivery?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what happened with delivery.
Cool.
That's what happened with delivery. Things happen.
Yeah.
As the guest, you can.
The cups is in the other bag.
Yeah.
We don't tap bottles. I was about to say, we don't tap that.
I thought you were gonna. You gotta. If you open it, here, you're gonna hold it. I'll tap it.
Right.
Tap.
I don't know tap. Man, this reminds
It's in
me
the
of
other
days
bag.
I
He
was
got
on the outside. In a different lane.
Different life.
Shout out to Ciroc.
Shout out to
No
Ciroc.
disrespect, bro.
You know they got the new drink.
What?
Just tap it.
Why?
I already know.
That's a Muslim?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, is he being shady?
Ramadan.
I got you.
It's all good.
Yo, it's crazy thing is,
Where's the cups?
he's on Ramadan, right? So we went out of town yesterday, and so I'm just like we on the bus eating cup of noodles in front of him. He just like, just give me some Cheetos so when the bell go off, I could just eat them right away. And like, it's to a point where one fell on the floor when he got to eat, he was like, I don't care. This tastes like chicken. Like, I'm like, oh my goodness, that's hilarious.
They have to fast for the
Yeah,
day,
but
right?
the summertime is the worst time because it's the sun is up all day and night.
Oh, they have to wait till.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's crazy.
Nah, definitely.
Yeah. So.
Get a cup.
Hey. Oh yeah. Where's the?
Where's the cups at?
The cups. Oh yeah. Where's
Oh,
the?
I got the cup.
I don't. Oh, you got the cups.
Shout out to Perk Manager. We always get our cups from them.
Yeah, you sure do.
They have no problem giving us
You know
cups.
what time it is.
Yeah, what y'all got?
Ciroc, pineapple.
Ah, yeah.
Okay, all right. So as we crack this around, all right.
Y'all
She's
got
gonna pour it.
Oh, that was it.
Nice.
No, I thought it was hers. I don't know why I thought it was his tongue.
You got more water?
You got more water too?
No, just my own water.
He didn't want one. Just me. I don't think he wanted one.
What's up?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
You got one.
I guess I didn't get nothing.
All right, here. This one mine.
Damn, I should have the whole bottle.
Wait, what? No,